Happy spring, everybody. Today is March 14th. It's exactly 1 year. Yesterday, actually, March 13th of 2020 was the year that the kids got pulled out of school from the closing down of all the schools. And now this is the 1 year anniversary. March 14th, 2021, exactly 1 year and 1 day. And look at these beautiful blossoms and blooms. We've had just a really tough year, but through all that we struggled and had to deal with, look at all the beautiful joy you can find in nature. So take the time to relax and go and view all of these stunning gifts from God and enjoy what beauty has in what nature has to offer. The beauty is unreal. This is our 3-in-1 plum tree, and this is the Shiro side, so it is just full of blossoms. And over here, this is Shiro. You can see the blossoms, and these two branches are the Shiro. This is Santa Rosa, and it doesn't have, oh, it has a few blossoms there. Some. And then over here we have the Satsuma, which doesn't have any blossoms right now. Not sure why. Oh, there's a few. Way at the top, there's a few. I don't know if you can see that. And there's some up there from the Shiro. The Shiro's going everywhere. But beautiful, beautiful plum tree. This is our edible plum tree. We also have an ornamental plum, a flowering plum. This one is completely edible, so delicious, gives so many different plums. I'll have to show you when they do all come. I'm going to thin it out this year because there was way too many plums for us to consume. I didn't know what to do with them all. If you'd like a bowl of plums, please, they'll be ripe in August, so please just leave a comment below and I'll save a bowl for you. If you can't pick it up right away, I can go ahead and freeze them for you or stick them in the fridge. But let me know and I will definitely save you a bag full. Beautiful, beautiful sweet yellow plums. And then Santa Rosa is a red plum with yellow center, yellowish orange center. And then this Satsuma is a red burgundy plum with a red juicy center. So delicious, delicious varieties of plum. Every year we love to see the flowers through the window and find so much joy in just observing what God has created, an abundance of beautiful, beautiful fruits. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated on this tree as the fruit sets and as these flowers get pollinated. And I'll let you know what more there is growing in our garden. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And this tree also, I don't water it very often, only on extremely hot days, like when it's over 90. It's already really mature. This tree is now in the ground for 4.5 years, and look how thick the trunk is. It was a bare root that we purchased at Costco, so it's really, really oh no, this was from Home Depot. It was a 4-in-1, but one of the varieties died off. So really, really, really fun tree to have. They gave me a small discount because of that fact, and I think the one that died off, so it became a 3-in-1 instead of 4-in-1. I don't see where the trunk is, but there was a trunk. I think it was around here. But it's no longer there, and so he let me go ahead and have it for, I believe, 30% off. So I don't remember at that time 4-in-1 trees were about $45. So, and this was not a bare root. This was in a 5-gallon container. So it was exceptional value for the many varieties. If I was to do it all over again, I would definitely purchase a tree that's like 4 or 5-in-1 with all the different, like apricot, peach, and plum. A fruit salad variety would be a lot more beneficial because you can generally just water one tree and just worry about one tree as far as everything goes, pruning it and applying neem oil, the leaf curl to prevent leaf curl. This one also got leaf curl because I didn't sanitize my pruners. So you want to make sure you always rub your pruners with the rubbing alcohol before you transfer from tree to tree when you're pruning them. I was pruning my early Alberta peach tree, and then I pruned this tree, and it was sometime later, like a few months later, but the pruners had not been wiped clean. I was wiping them clean in between pruning, but at the end I didn't clean it. So when I put that away, this one did get some peach leaf curl. And so the way you can get rid of that is you can just pick them off, prune them off, make sure you wipe with the rubbing alcohol on the blade, or you can also spray. This is the last resort, but there is an option where you can spray, and it's not horrible, it's an organic spray. It's called copper fungicide, and that's available at any and every nursery. So you can get that and spray that on your fruit trees. For an apple tree, after 3/4 of the flowers have fallen off from the wind, that's a good time to spray. And you can put a little cuddling moth. That's for cuddling moth. You can put a little trap in your tree to see if any moths are around at that time before applying it, to make sure you have a problem before you need to apply it. And then you'd want to apply it every 10 days. And you don't want to apply it when it's raining. So I haven't been able to, because we've been getting some rain here and there. On March 9th, we're going to get again on March 17th and 18th. Another storm is going to come through. So about twice a month we've been getting storms. I think February we had like one. This month we're going to have two. And then we usually have rain in April a little bit, like a very little bit. And then May, seldomly we get rain. It's California, so it's kind of the drought state. We don't get a whole heck of a lot of rain as further north would get, Oregon or Washington. But we do okay. We get a few inches here and there. We harvest and save what we can, because that's really important. It's very beneficial for all the plants to have that rainwater. It's so much more better than regular tap water, unless you can have a filter on your hose, or if you conserve and save your tap water and leave it out in the sun for 24 hours, then that would kill off the chlorine. So that would make it safer for your plants, especially the younger plants. That's one of the main things with younger plants and younger trees, is soaking them down with the tap water is not as beneficial as you think it would be. Leaves turn yellow and you wonder what's going on. It's usually the water has so many chemical. The chlorine is really strong, so it's hard for plants to adjust to that. So I would recommend just leaving it out, or fill up any big container that you have, large trash cans or a spa, and use that for gardening. In my gardening beds, I fill up the trash cans and then I harvest from there and use that to water all the vegetable gardens. So it should be like contaminated free, just not distilled, but just basically the chlorine is killed off. So it can form actually an algae if it sits too long, and you don't want to keep it uncovered because you want to make sure there's no mosquitoes. But it's just an easier way to really provide the optimal health for your fruit trees and plants and vegetables. So on that note, I don't know what else. We are just talking about copper fungicide on this tree. So you would spray it on the undersides of the leaves and the top of the leaves. And you probably wouldn't have to thin out, because I don't know if the bees would pollinate it as successfully as before, because it may have a small smell to the copper fungicide, like that they wouldn't prefer. Doesn't smell anything like any of the fertilizers, but it's definitely a different kind of smell. Once you smell it, you'll know that smell. It's strong. You don't want it to get it on you. You would want to use gloves when you apply that, and watch for the wind, that it doesn't blow in your face. But for neem oil, it's completely organic. It's completely fine if it falls on your skin. There's nothing wrong with that. You do want to wash it off at the end, but it's not gonna it's not acidic or gonna burn your skin or anything like that. It just smells really strong, astringent smell. So the neem oil I definitely apply every year, but it does not cure the leaf curl for the peach and the plum. And those are basically the only organic sprays that I use is neem oil every year. This year is my first year using the copper fungicide. 2021, it took me about, we've been here now almost, we moved here in 2009. So yeah, almost 12 years. First year we didn't garden that much. We just got the ground ready. So yeah, so I would suggest that definitely look into getting the large concentrate, or it's a little tiny concentrate bottle of neem oil for $9.95 at your local nursery, or Home Depot is great. Lowe's, same price. Local nursery might be more convenient, closer to you. That's probably the better place to get it. And then if you can pick up a bottle of copper fungicide, this is the time to spray for those leaf curl problems and codling moth and any other kind of we don't get so much of the leaf mold and all the other different problems that happen with the leaf with the humidity, because we're kind of on the drier side. We don't have a lot of problems in that regard. I do sometimes find problems with that on my rose that's in the shade. So anything that's shady and the water stays on the leaves, you will get a fungus problem or a mold on the leaf, and then you'd want to apply the copper fungicide to eradicate that, and that helps for all of those problems and for all the different insects that can invade. So, and you want to look for the bottle that has organic at the top of the handle. It'll say organic for organic gardening. That's the one you want to get. And I think it's just a few dollars more, but it's absolutely 100% worth it. I'm actually thinking to apply it today because the rain is gone for the next few days. And it should stay on. You want to apply it only in the early morning or late evening. So you don't want to apply it when the sun is hitting your tree hard, because it just wilts the leaves. It's not good for it then. It will actually damage your tree. So you just want to protect it and keep it protected from any of those problems. Also with dragon fruit trees, you can also apply that on the rest. They'll get little orange splotches. If you do get any of that on your dragon fruit, you'd want to apply that. It's sun damage basically. The copper fungicide will help to eradicate that fungus as well. Okay, it's just an excellent thing to have. I definitely recommend it. You only need a little bottle, goes a long way. I've had my neem oil bottle now for 3.5 years, so it's been a long time, and I've been applying that. I dilute it 1 to 2 tablespoons per gallon, and one of my trees, because my peach tree is so large, it takes the whole gallon. So as I spray under the leaves and on top of the leaves, but it definitely solves the problem. It's definitely worth you doing that to make sure that you don't get any kind of insect infestation, or aphids are a big issue with citrus trees and leaf miner. All of that helps. The neem oil helps 100%. I don't hardly have any problem. When I do get it, it'll be on the top tips of the new growth. I didn't spray them in time. Scheduling out when I had time to spray after the rain, making sure you do it a few days before it rains again, at least a week before it rains again, so that it can stay on the tree, and then apply it every 10 days. Every 10 to 14 days, I believe it is. And I'll get back to you and let you know if there's any other problems, diseases, pests, or anything that I do have in my garden. So far, so good, but my trees are all really kind of young. There's hardly any tree here that's older than 8 or 9 years old. So they're mature, they produce a lot, very abundant, very prolific, but they're also kind of on the young side as far as disease or problems. In that manner, I don't really have anything yet, except for the leaf curl, the leaf miner on the citrus, and the aphids, which are basic problems. You can also get ladybugs. It's really good, all naturally organic, to attack the aphids. Also, praying mantis is a really good insect to get the aphids. And there's all kinds of insects that eat the bad bugs. So I'll go ahead and let you go for now. And if I have any questions about organic methods you can use to attack any bad insects in your garden, I can let you know in a separate video. Thank you so much. Leave any comments, like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy gardening. And I'd love to see your garden, so share with me. We can all learn together and grow together. Thanks again. Have a wonderful, wonderful spring. It's almost here, March 20th. Have a great day. As always, happy gardening from my garden to yours. Keep on doing well.